Oh, it's getting very exciting. We're in the quarter-finals of the Europa Conference League. I know, I'm getting way more excited about this than I should be, but it's a while since I've been in Europe. Shall we have a look what's been going on? Go on then. So after the 1-1 draw against Ludogorets, we had a very narrow, unlucky defeat to Borussia Dortmund, 3-2 at home. Castanara seems to have found his shooting boots. Since Wiper left, he's really come to the fore. He scored 2 goals in that game. He scored the one against Ludogorets. He then scored 2 more goals against Freiburg in the next game. We had a nice 2-1 win in that. Then we played a bit of a friendly. We had a week off, so I had a friendly. And then we played Stuttgart, and Castanara scored in that one as well. But a nice 4-1 win. And that leads us nicely into today's 2 games. Both Conference League games again. Yep, you're getting the hang of it now. It's against Toulouse. We're going French. And in between that, we're playing Borussia Mönchengladbach, who are, I think, the second in the league at the moment. Don't think we'll do very much in that game, but we'll definitely play that off camera anyway. So without further ado, let's see if we can get into the conference semi-finals. I'll see you in the dugout. Well, welcome to the Stadium Toulouse here in France. 33,000 seater stadium this. It will be a full house. Apparently we brought 1,600 with us. They're going to have the work cut out with over 30,000 screaming French people behind them. So the team is anyway, it's Muller in goal, back 4 of Becker, Bauer, Lawrence and Buller, Gruev and Elvis are at the base of midfield, Stiller is in the centre, Quadrigo and Krattenmarcher are just behind Castanaras up front. And I'm not quite sure what it is recently, but none of my team talks are inspiring any of the players. So I'm a little bit concerned about that, because the team talks and the shouts are all part of the game, and if they're not working, I mean, like now, you know, we probably need a shout of encouragement, although the game flipped back into life there just as I was doing it, so that's not ideal. Becker on this left hand side, back to Bauer. Bauer, a nice ball into space in midfield. Stiller and Elvis just control that midfield really nicely for us. And Krattenmarcher now, is he gonna? No, he's passing it out to Bullet. Bullet now, inside to Elvis. Lovely ball to Stiller. That's nice work down that side. Can we get ahead on it? No, we can't. Elvis there. That potentially could have been given as handball. But anyway, so Toulouse come forward. This is not going to be an easy game. If I remember rightly, Toulouse actually were top after the group stages. So they're obviously a very, very good team, and they have gone 1-0 in the lead. And my worry is if this is going to be a tough game and we're going to find this team hard to play against, there are some better teams than Toulouse left in it. We've had 1 shot and 1 shot on target, that's all. So we have been outplayed in this first half. So we're going to have to give the lads a rocket. What was that? Get your act together. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. We've had 2 really good wins in the Bundesliga, but we've come into this game and it's not looking good, if I'm honest. Okay, so we come into the second half now. We have picked up a little bit. We've had an extra shot and 1 on target in the second half already. We need to be doing much more of that. And one of those shots, as well as being on target, needs to hit the back of the net. So a fairly sensible ball there from Lawrence back to the goalkeeper, and we can start to build again. Bullet down this side, inside to Krattenmarcher. Krattenmarcher back to Elvis. Nice ball to Bullet on this right hand side, and he's sliding that in. That must be a goal. And Castanaras there with an absolutely beautiful header. What a cross from Bullet. What a player this young kid is. And that was a stunning cross straight onto Castanara's head. All he had to do was direct it to the net, and what a beautiful goal. But just look at this cross from Bullet. Absolutely pinpoint. Castanaras, okay, he had to finish it off, but he didn't have an awful lot to do, did he? Let's face it. Okay, can we? I mean, a 1-1 here would not be a bad result. Can we keep this result? Elvis now to Krattenmarcher. Krattenmarcher, ball through there to Quadrigo. Can he stick it in the back of the net? He's gone too far with it. But he's going to slide in. Gruev gets a second. I mean, why is that ball not going in the net? 2 chances there and that ball did not go in the net. If that had been at the other end, it would have done. Gruev, ball out to Buller again. Superstar Buller, Elvis, Stiller, back to Lawrence. We're building again, or we were. Obviously that wasn't a highlight. Ball into the box, and that's going to come back at us. No, we've actually won the ball there. We're piling the pressure on now. Gruev, back to Becker. We're playing much better in this second half now. 1-1. We just need to make sure we don't get caught on the break. Gruev, can we get this second goal? Quadrago, and Cratton Marcher is in the box. Can he slide it across? And that is another goal there for Castanaras. 26th goal of the season. Maybe he will take over from Wiper. Who knows? There's plenty of time left for him to get 30 goals this season. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And this was a nice little move. Quadrago there. Cratton Marcher. Lovely run. Slides it across. And Castanaras, to be fair, he did get a little bit of luck. But let's just drop back to positive a little bit now. We do have a free kick here. Stiller. What's Stiller going to do with this? He could put this in the top corner. And it's just gone over the top. Back with the Toulouse highlight. We need to keep it tight at the back now. I'm stating the obvious here, but we do need to keep it tight at the back. And the ball there. Our left back's got pulled right out of position. Ball's in there. That's going to be... Whoa, Muller makes a terrific save. And that gets flipped over the top 4. And it's been given as offside, I think. What a save from Muller. And here's that man Muller again. He spreads it wide now with his feet onto that left-hand side. Quadrigo now. Ball forward into a little bit of dead space. That was a poor ball forward to Castanaras. Big hoof. Need to get a nice head on that. Unfortunately, this time Elvis and Stiller don't pick that loose ball up. Just watch that runner there. They've got a runner. Just mark him up. Can we get a tackle in? No, we haven't. Yes, we have. Becker's mopped that one up nicely. Wasn't the greatest of balls, if I'm honest. Bullet now on this right hand side. Elvis to Cratton Marcher. Cratton Marcher gives the ball to a Toulouse player, and that could have been suicidal. We're getting way too many highlights here now. 67 minutes, 3 changes. Damar has come on as a shadow striker. We've got Feigning at defensive midfield, and Danny Da Costa has come on at full back. And we have just dropped off a little bit now. The second half has been so much better. 10 shots, 6 on target. So the little tweaks I made at half time have actually worked, and it's pushed us forward. We're having much more of a chance in front of goal now. So the ball is rolled out to Bowers. Going to go left with that. Yeah, Becker down that side now to Quadrago in plenty of space. Stiller. And then that ball is played through to Damar. He's just come on. Can he score with that? Unfortunately not. And that is pushed out for a corner. It's very, very rare we score from corners, so this is probably not going to be a highlight. Stiller is going to float this ball in to the near post. I probably do need to change those. Quadrigo, can he get a foot on that ball? No, he's stopped running. Somebody needs to get a foot on that ball. And that was a great tackle by Elvis. So we're 2-1 in the lead, and there's about 20 minutes of the game to go. 78 minutes, last 2 changes. Papaya has come on as the ball-winning midfielder, and Scholl has come on in defence. And we're going to start doing a little bit of time wasting in this game now. And I don't know whether that's going to be a good throw or not. No, it's not. Fein, can he pick that up? Can we pick up that ball? Third time lucky? No, we can't. So Toulouse do pick the ball up. We need to be very, very aware now of these breakaways from Toulouse. They are a very, very good team. That's in there, and it's in the back of the net, and it's 2-2. And that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. So we are going to drop to a cautious mentality now. I mean, Stiller could do us all a favour here and put this one in the top corner, but I'm guessing he probably won't. He's thinking about it. He's thinking, which corner am I going to put this in? And the keeper makes another terrific save. I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of seeing keepers make absolutely amazing saves from still as free kicks. It's getting a little bit tiresome. Ball in from Damar now for the corner. Again, like I say, we don't normally score from corners, so I'm guessing this will be not a highlight. About 10 minutes of the game to go now. The 2-2 is not a disaster. 2-2 is not a disaster. I literally have no idea what happened there. Was that a highlight or not a highlight? Okay, a 2-2 in France. Not a bad result, if I must say so. Proud of the work that you all put into salvaging something in the second half. And I think we are going to give them a little pat in the back as well. Delighted with your defensive work. Unstoppable midfield. And some of the best attacking play I've ever seen. It's not really, but sometimes you have to butter your players up a little bit. And not a bad result there in France. Like I say, a little bit worried because there are better teams left in it than Toulouse. But let's see how the home leg goes. Like I say, a 2-2 in France, not a bad result at all. Just going to go and play Mönchengladbach off camera now. I'll be back very, very shortly and we'll get the second leg in. Very evenly balanced now. Proper exciting stuff. We'll see you very shortly. Well, it's as you were with the top Bundesliga teams. Yes, we got smashed 4-1 by Mönchengladbach. Let's forget that. Let's move on to the Toulouse game, shall we? I'll see you in the dugout. Well, it goes without saying we're going to have to play really, really well today. The team is Müller in goal, back four of Becker, Newman, Lawrence and Buller. Gruev and Elvis are at the base of midfield, still are just ahead of them. We've got two shadow strikers on the pitch today. So we've got Krattenmarcher and Damar, who can both find the back of the net, we know that. And Castanara certainly can find the back of the net. He's been doing it quite well recently. Let's get into this game. And we do get a highlight from the kick-off. I must say I'm a little bit worried about my team talks at the moment. None of them seem to be inspiring the players. I'm getting very blank looks from them, which is not great. I need to be inspiring them, and these team talks do need to be working. I mean, that's a very, very poor ball there. And Dallinger gets a chance at goal. He pulls very, very wide, which is... we get away with one there. So we do need to try and get a grip of this game. We need to get it by the scruff of the neck. 2 shots, 1 on target. But we don't seem to be doing it at the moment. 3 shots, 2 on target. We're going to drop them a little bit of encouragement. 6 shots now, 3 on target. We do seem to be taking the game to them. Toulouse have yet to have a shot on target. 8-4, 9-5 now. XG of 0.21 though, so the chances of us scoring at the moment are pretty slim. But we do have a really good ratio, and one of their players there runs forward with great endeavour, nicks that ball, and Toulouse are now on the attack. They're playing the ball around us like we're not there. Look at this. That's going in the back of the net, and Toulouse are 1-0 ahead, and there didn't seem to be anything that our players wanted to do to stop that. 3-2 on aggregate now. Not ideal, if I'm honest. So we're going to berate them. I don't very often berate my players coming into half time. What was that? Get your act together. Let's get the second half started, and let's see if that little rocket at half time. But like I say, my team talks don't seem to be working very well at the moment. We do have a highlight bullet there. Damar, Elvis, Gruev, Lawrence, Newman. We are playing the ball around quite nicely, but we're not pulling Toulouse out of shape. They're keeping the shape quite nicely. Bullet now into Damar as a very, very weak, poor shot, and that's picked up in midfield by Toulouse. They're running rings round us at the moment. The figures would belie that. We've had lots of shots on target. I mean, what is that? I mean, Newman there. All of a sudden, the game has gotten us looking like buffoons. Substitution. Fain has come on in midfield, and I've changed Castanara's positioning slightly just to see if we can get him to shake off his markers. We've had 16 shots and 6 on target, believe it or not, in this game, and we're losing 1-0. I literally have no idea how these stats are meant to work. But Toulouse now holding on to the ball. They're getting olays from the crowd. The small number that they brought with them. Because remember, this is our home game. This is the game that we're meant to be winning. Toulouse now just playing the ball around, wearing us out. And they've got us where they want us at the moment. Which is, well, we're going out of this tie, aren't we? If we don't step up. So Cratton Marcher now. He needs to play that ball inside. It's going to have to go inside. Feign now. Get the ball in the box. Ball back to Cratton Marcher. That could be a sending off. Toulouse could be about to go down to 10 men. And they are going down to 10 men. Is Stiller going to take this free kick? Who's going to take this free kick? Damar's going to take this. Maybe he'll have a little bit more success than Stiller does. And no, that one goes round the post. So I think we've yet to score from a free kick. 66 minutes, we need to do something in this game. We've gone back to a 2-striker system. So Ndiaye has come on up front. Cratton Marcher now is the sole attacking midfielder. Quadrigo has come in the centre of the park, and Da Costa has come on at right wing back. And both of my full backs now are on attack duties. The substitutions have not been made yet. The changes have not been made. Lawrence, what can we do? Toulouse seem to be keeping their shape really well. They don't seem to be falling for any of our tactics to try and pull them out of shape. That's a lovely ball forward for Damar though. And of course he misses that chance. I don't know how many chances we've had now in this game. We'll actually pause it in a second to just have a look at see if these stats are a little bit unbelievable. And 68 minutes there, we have picked up an injury. Elvis is now injured. Pepe's had to come on for him. So we're back with the corner. Cratton Marcher now is going to swing this ball in. Out swinger. Can we get a head on? No. We never score from corners. And that goes 2-0. And let's just have a quick pause here. So we're losing this game 1-0. We've had 20 shots, 8 on target, an XG of 0.78 and 58% possession. Toulouse have had 1 shot on target and scored from it. I would love somebody one day to explain the stats in this game to me. Damar with a free kick. That hits the crossbar. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? So at this stage of the game, we're now going out of the Conference League. And the Bundesliga is going really poorly. So we're going to end the save with no silverware and, well, a very poor Bundesliga finish as well. Damar, Castanaras. I mean, come on. What is that? Come on, let's give them a break. Can we do anything in this game, please? And we come back to a Toulouse highlight. This is a Toulouse who've had 1 shot and scored from it. Damar picks the ball up. Bullock now, he's going to swing this ball over to Becker. Becker, who is now on attack duties, but is going to be very, very tired. Castanaras now down this left-hand side. Can he get the ball in the box? There's nobody got any legs in the middle to get themselves in the box. We do win the ball. Quadrigo there's just come on. Damar, Castanaras. The ball is in the back of the net. The referee's pointing to the centre circle. It is 3-3. And we have to remember as well, Toulouse are down to 10 men. Can we actually do this? About 5 minutes of this game left. Just changed both my centre backs. Can we actually do this? Can we push forward and get the winner in the dying minutes of this game? 5 minutes of time added on. Don't think we're going to be allowed to do it. No, we're not. It's going into extra time. This is the last thing that we needed. And of course, the game knows that. The fans expect to win. Don't let them down. Okay, we're going into now. I mean, it's looking like Toulouse are a much fitter team than we are. I have got one more sub that I can make. Let's, well, we're not going to do it now. Damar, we don't score from corners. That one gets headed out. Cratton marcher there. I'm not quite sure who that was to. Maybe the invisible man stood out there at the corner flag. But anyway, Bauer, you can fall over if you want, Bauer. Papaya to Skull. Skull, Fane. Can he put that in the back of the net? He can! What an absolute cracker, and the crowd goes absolutely wild. What a shot that was from Fane. And that all started with that Cratton marcher. Ball out to nobody. Bauer there. Papaya to Skull. Fane says, just give it to me and I can stick it in the top corner. Absolutely brilliant. We are going to make that substitution now. Danny Da Costa has come on at, I've actually changed my fullbacks now. They're both on defensive duties. Danny Da Costa has come on. It's my last substitution and he's coming on as a defensive fullback. Can we hold on to this? What do I do now? Do I go into the low block? Do I drop to a positive mentality? Start the second half? Can we hold on to this? 30, again, let me just pause this game for you. 34 shots, 16 on target, an XG of 1.95, 58% possession, and we're winning this game 2-1. Toulouse down to 10 men, 10 shots, only one on target. The only shot that they've had has hit the back of the net. Again, I'll reiterate. Please tell me how the stats in this game work. We're moving now into full time. 1 minute. Yes, we've done it. 2-1. We go through to the semi-finals of the Europa Conference League. And the lads are going to get a real pat on the back. That's the best sort of comeback. People will be talking about that for ages. And I'm going to give them another pat on the back. Maybe I'm giving them too many of these, I don't know, but they all seem delighted with that. And these team talks really do need to start working. That's bad news. Elfis is now out for 3 weeks, so that's not great at all. And we are getting close on 1 million now. For winning that tie, we got 1 million. And the draw has been made for the semi-final. We've been pitted against 4-star Atalanta. We have the home tie first this game. And this will not be an easy game at all. Let's just have a quick look who the other semi-final is. It's Antwerp versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa are favourites for the Conference League. Just before we finish this episode, have a look at the league table. We've played 30 games now. Wolfsburg always seem to have a game in hand on us, but we are in 10th place, 30 played, 41 points. So that mid-table position that the board requirement, that was the board requirement, is still within our grasp. If we could win the Conference League and get mid-table, I think it could be classed as a very, very good season. But obviously, the big caveat in that is we've got to win the Conference League, and we've got a semi-final coming up against Atalanta. Will not be easy, and even if we get through that, the final is not going to be easy either. Aston Villa are in there. I'm guessing they'll get to the final. We have beaten them, however, in the group stage. We did beat them, but they are favourites for it. Anyway, all that's left to say is thanks for watching. If you stuck it through to the end, brilliant. Please give me a like. I've not asked for that for a while. Please give me a like. Please subscribe. Please comment. All of that kind of stuff. It all helps the channel grow, and it is growing, if painfully slow. Going to play some games off camera now, and we'll be back for the semi-final of the Europa Conference League. We'll see you very shortly.